Happy Friday. How's everybody doing? It's a creative Friday, so we're going to do a little expressive toy therapy. We have Aaron the Toyenhancer. Welcome to the double Aaron show, because apparently now you all know why I go by Pain. I'm just telling you. Lots of Aarons out there. So, how you doing? How's everything going? Hang on, you're on mute. How'd you unmute? Unmute yourself. How's everything going?
How's that?
All right. So where are we at? Okay. So hopefully everybody had a good week. It is Friday, and we are going to be working on dios and a few other things. So I want to show off some of what we're working on.
I've just started on mine.
So there's that. There's that. So tonight's going to be a busy night. I've got a few different little things that I want to work on. I've got some detail work to do. I've got some brushing into paint. I've got some colors I want to add. What do you got going on?
I'm going to start up a little dungeon scene because I drastically need a dungeon scene. That's what I'm going to do.
All right. So who gets to visit the dungeon?
I'm going to have all kinds of folks locked up in this thing. That's for sure.
Okay. Is it a Cobra dungeon, or is it a Joe dungeon, or is it another dungeon?
It's multi-purpose dungeon. Because I imagine I will put He-Man in here. All kinds of stuff. Cobras, Joes. So yeah, it's multi-function.
Yeah, you know what? That's the best glue. Drop and glue. It's the best kind, right? Ones that are
my opinion, absolutely.
Every toy brand. At least that way, you don't have to worry about changing stuff out. Can just be easily changed into everything. Me, on the other hand, I build specifically for a toy, so unless I want to rip out my spaces, and I'm doing the one thing Larry hates right now. Hey, Larry, these are figure stands, and I'm putting down on the thing, but of course it's uneven surface, so. So that's what I am doing. I am putting my figure stands in. My goal is to get 20 figures in this, one way or another, by hook or crook. I have to fit enough in it to justify having it. So if I'm not getting enough of them in there, then it becomes a problem.
There's my chat. Sorry, guys. My chat finally just clicked on there.
There we go.
Coming over now.
But yeah, no. Those in the chat watching live, can you guys tell me if the stereo is too loud, the music is too loud? Yay, nay. Let me know if I need to turn it down. Let me know if you want me to turn it up and just drown out the sound of my voice. Whatever works for you. You let me know. Oh, nice. Happy you're shooting an unboxing. Well, I guess, you do a lot of voiceover work, so it's easy to do that. If I did an unboxing or a review, it would be a live. I don't know that I would do I can't stand editing. If I had to edit to save my life, maybe I'd be able to do it, but other than that, it is not on my top 10 list.
If I didn't have CapCut, I would not be able to edit whatsoever. That's the only thing that got me into editing.
Yeah, it makes me crazy.
Yeah. It can be fun sometimes. I like adding the music. That's probably my favorite part of editing.
Yeah. Oh, well, you know what, Larry? It's fine. I'm supposed to be loud. I can't help that I'm loud. The mic is right there. It's a good 4 feet away. So obviously it's a really good mic. Thanks. 4 foot away mic, and it's still out. So what paints do you use? Do you have a particular brand that you use for your stuff, Aaron?
A particular brand of paint? Not really. I actually pick a lot of mine up from like Home Depot or Hobby Lobby, and of course when I'm painting figures, I use the acrylic. Not the acrylic. Let me see. Hang on, I'm gonna grab some real quick.
Well, I started using. I found these Pro Acro ones from Monument Hobbies, and I'm really kind of liking them.
Yeah,
I'm really kind of digging where they, what they're doing. And yes,
yeah,
I'm using the back.
I haven't got into all the fancy paints and stuff that I see people use, but I've been writing down the names of the brands as I go so I can try them later on in the future. But I just stick to like basic latex for my dios, and then I use acrylic on my action figures.
I'm with my dios.
It's held
I'll
up
get the
very
Apple.
well.
I'll get the Apple, the stuff at Walmart. The Apple barrel. I've got some right here for the dios. My figures, I'm a little more picky. Vehicles are it's a mix of both, and then airbrushing sometimes to get those the way they're like. The front of this is airbrushed, but I did an airbrush.
Yes,
a modeling, so it was kind of like a marbleized look, so it's slightly worn.
Yes,
it was a pain in the butt to do.
I love using the airbrush to get into the little gaps and cracks.
Yeah. There's just so much diversity with an airbrush, but you just got to be really careful with it. It can eat your lunch too.
Yes, the worst part is cleaning it afterwards.
Yeah, it's not too bad. You just gotta get some nice hot water and some nice pressure to go from there. But yeah, no, when you have to take everything apart to get to it to clean it, yeah, that's annoying. Mine breaks down.
Yeah, I have to.
You get frustrated.
I have to disassemble it and take it apart every time. So
yeah, that's not fun. I have done that before.
Sorry about the foam noise.
You know what? I'll be cutting some foam myself, but I won't be doing it by hand. I've got my hot foam cutter, my handheld one.
Oh yeah.
I'm using.
Yeah.
My $18 one.
I'm drawing my line work.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, no. I would definitely have uneven breaks.
So here's a little trick for putting line work into the foam board. I use a big fat carpenter's pencil, and not only does it give me my line, but it also gives a nice width. It does this. It pre-spreads it. That's a little trick instead of using razor blades. Yeah.
Yeah,
Works
that's not a
great.
bad idea. I mean, I use just a regular pencil, so that makes sense. Carpenter's pencil would be easier. Yeah, I wouldn't mind trying that. I have to do that whenever I get around to doing a castle diorama-ish thing, because I plan to do like a Cobra, um, like a throne room for Cobra Commander. It's somewhere down the line on my dios.
Yes.
It's not high up in that diorama list, but it's there. I've already got it pseudo built. It just, with cheap backdrops and stuff and up there already
Nice.
in my shelves. But I want to do one that has, a little more 3D effect. If you know what I mean?
Right.
I'm gonna say hi to some folks because it looks like we got a lot of people. So who all is here? Happy is here. He said that he was going to be here. There's Lawrence. He's checking in for the evening. Stanley's Toy Channel. What's up, Stanley? Red Black is here. How you doing? Eldor is here. If you ever want to watch somebody give you a lesson on how to do sculpting, Eldor's the guy. He does amazing stuff. Jacob is here. What's up, Jacob? Ooh, what is that? Who else is here? All right. Mr. Shaky's here. What's up? Hey-oh. Okay, there you go. You got a hey-oh. Let's see. Who else is here? Allison Troy is here. What's up, Allison? And we are now
What's up, Allison?
Nolan is here, so we are YouTube official currently. Thanks so much for that. All right.
Nice.
Anybody else? I mean, we got 12 people watching, but I don't see 12 people chatting, so maybe there's some folks being shy. So, have you you've seen those?
They're just watching, or maybe going to grab a cup of coffee.
This is, yeah, exactly. You've seen the Final Faction stuff, right? The little one, $1.25 stuff at Dollar Tree. The action figures and playset.
Oh yeah.
This from here back is one of their little walkers. Now
I've seen that.
It's 3D printed. The front part is glued on, anchored in. So it gives me a double Gatling gun, and that's what I'm painting right now, which goes on top of my modified surveillance port, which is part of this diorama.
Oh, that is nice.
So, and I basically cut the legs off of this and used the little centerpiece, the circle, and I made a little post for it. And it sits up there and it turns. So, I, like most of my stuff that I do with my 3D printer, a lot of it is Frankenstein.
Nice.
I'll find a file that I like, and I'll try to combine it. Like this top of my radar dish, the original file that I found for that radar dish was just awful. I was like, I'm not putting that on top, so I built out a tray to hold this particular radar. And this is 3 different pieces that I've cobbled together. And then on top of this one with the radio antenna, this is another 2 pieces that were cobbled together. And then over here, it's another cobbler. I mean, it's one of the good things about 3D printing is that if you can figure out a way to make it work together, you can pretty much do just about whatever you want. It's kind of world building in a way. A little bit different than, the Dio allows me to world build. I mean, it's not 118 world building, but 112 is more.
Yeah.
can wrap my head around, because for every inch, it's a foot. It makes a little more sense. When you get to 118, then you start doing a lot of fractions, and my head hurts.
Okay.
So on your Dreadnoks cabin,
Yeah.
what did you use as the base?
Yeah, 3D printing is something that I've yet to dip into. It seems like a very scary, deep rabbit hole.
It really kind of depends on which way you want to go with your 3D printing. If you're just doing it for like things that you don't need,
as the base of the cabin, it was just half-inch wood, like a
plywood, or because I was curious, because I'm going to use foam, and I was curious whether or not it was wood or not. I figured it probably would be, considering how much you had on the interior. Hey, Terry. Can't believe you're up this late, sir. Terry is all the way in the United Kingdom, so he's probably
hang on,
5 hours ahead of us.
Let me grab a piece of it.
All righty.
So this is the wood I use. That's the thickness, and I glue them together to make them as wide as I need it.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's like hobby wood. It's about I'd say it's roughly 3/8, half-inch maybe.
Yeah, it's a plywood, so yeah, no, it works.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. You got the stickers? I was wondering how long it would take to get there. I sent out some stickers to some people. They asked for stickers, and I guess
nice.
all the way in the UK, got them in about a week. That's not bad.
That's awesome.
I was expecting that to take a lot longer. Well, I got the stickers not because I was wanting merch. It was because we needed them for. We had done in the little group that we run around with. We do acts of kindness for people in the group, and we had a member in our acts of kindness that her water heater had been busted for like 4 months, and she just couldn't come up with the money to take care of it. So we as a group got together and we helped her get to that money to get it fixed and replaced. And she wanted our stickers to put on the water heater to remind herself. So,
well, that's awesome.
I'll go get the stickers. So it's kind of one of those things that, one of the good things about the community.
Yeah. I just put a hot water heater in for my ex last week.
Well, you're definitely a kind gentleman for doing that.
Yeah, she needed it.
What's up, bud? Didn't see you coming in. Yes, it is the best, isn't it, bud? My buddy's customs. If you ever want to see somebody do some interesting things with just random stuff around the house, Bud is your guy.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna check them out.
Yeah, you know those creamer lids, the little seals in them, in coffee creamer
Mm-hmm.
when you get the liquids, and they have the little plastic seal that you break out. It looks like a tab on it. He uses those for
Right.
armor for some of the Origins figures, for shoulder armor. It's interesting.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's very crafty.
I wouldn't have honestly thought to do that. So, you know. Oh, hang on. He's saying He also uses onion bags for netting. Well, that I can see.
Oh wow, that's smart.
Yeah, I just use the stuff that Hasbro sends when they send me my figures. The little cardboard plastic.
Yes.
Yeah, that stuff works great for nettings.
Brickwork is so tedious.
You know what? You got more patience than I do. Honestly, I would, I'd be pulling. Considering I'm bald, that would be a lot of effort. Yeah, if you get it right, you'd only have to do it once, and then
Yeah.
But it's always that getting it right and even is the trick.
Yep.
All right. Ours that one with a little metallic on it, medium metallic, and we'll come back with some copper here in a little bit on it. All right, where did that go? Left it in the kitchen. Never fails. If there's my water cup sitting on the counter in the kitchen. Which really, thankfully, I'm in the dining room, so I'm not like that far from the kitchen. So works out.
Very handy being near the kitchen.
Oh, let me see. Second. For those wondering, this is modular. It's not all one piece. So, got to start working on that. Silver symbol. What's up, Tony? You on the meat wagon tonight, or you
Hey,
off,
Tony.
sir? I think I might have chosen the wrong red. It's always a trick. I only have like 40 different shades of red, so you know.
It's hard to find the right red.
Sometimes it's like, well, you also have to anticipate with the underneath color too. So I don't think I anticipated this color blue distorting it this much, but it is distorted. That's for sure. I'll let it dry and then try to. If it doesn't work, then I'll go get the blood red ones. Really, really deep ones that can be too dark. Let me see if I can move that. Just see. What are you using for the snow effect? I am actually using foam clay. And the middle piece is actually my first attempt, which was plaster of Paris. And then on the sides, this is actually foam clay, which is stretchable and moldable, sandable. So you can do a lot with the foam clay that you can't do with other things, and it's very pliable. I really enjoyed putting it down, so it was kind of therapeutic in a way. So yeah, that's what I'm using for the thing. And then to do the snowpack on top, where it's just where you see the snow kind of moving, that's going to be kinetic sand. So I kind of have a little bit of both, you know, static and dynamic.
Master Shake, my newest figure is the Skelegod that I've picked up.
Did you get that one on clearance? Or at like Ross or
I sure did. I got two.
Oh yeah, no, I have
two of them for $5.99 each.
There you go. Nothing wrong with that. I'm all about bargains.
Me too.
Yeah, I took a picture of my my working area in the garage where all of my boxed custom figures to be done are stacked. It's good 3 feet high. To a double road. It's all usually just clearance figures that I bought. It's all Joe, so that's the even funnier part. Well, no, there's a couple Marvel Legends, but most of it's Joe. 95% Joe. And then, of course, a pile of loot that's shipping. I haven't bought a figure in 3 weeks, but my pile of loot finally, my Epoxys came in from Mythic Legions, so I could finally ship my pile of loot, at least most of it, not all of it. Didn't get any of my ogre scales, but as soon as it came in, I went ahead and shipped it, and I've got 2 bats and an alley viper in there for more customs.
Nice.
What's up, Ed? You're late. Hello. You brought beer and pretzels. Well, my hands are slightly occupied. Oh, I forgot how bad that sounds.
I'm sorry, guys.
No, you're fine. You know what? I forget how bad it sounds. But you need to get a hot wire cutter. You'll feel better once you have it.
Yeah.
Your wife will appreciate it too. Or significant other.
Definitely a wife.
Okay, well, you know what? We hadn't discussed that, so I was like, you know. And last night I was busy on another stream, doing a stream with the guys from Podcasting with Fitness. Otherwise, I would have watched the one with you and Lawrence. And today's just been chaos, so I've been cleaning up my house. You get to that point where it's just like, I can't handle this no more. You got to do it. You got to filters, you know.
Well, I bet your wife.
Kind of so she was happy for the most part, except the fact that I cleaned my 16-year-old's room because I just, you know what, he does this half-assing thing. You know, it makes me insane that he does it. But, you know, he's at that age.
Oh, no worries. All my kids are like that.
So, that's not bad. I can live with this. I can live with this, Kelly. I can live with it. This color's not bad. And now for my first trick for the day. Anything vertical.
I'm just trying not to take a finger off.
You know what? If it's for me, if I'm not bleeding, the job ain't done. So I totally understand. That's why I got a hot foam cutter, because I got tired of cutting my thumb.
I don't know where my foam cutter went to. I have to find it. My melter.
Yeah.
Well, I had a handheld one, and I lost it somehow.
Uh-oh. This highly professional thing where I have... See, here's where I messed up with this dial. I unfortunately got my surveillance port stuck. And unless I carve up the foam underneath, it's not coming out. So now I have to do all this weird angle painting while holding the entire part of the dial. So it was one of those, oops, why did I do that after I did it? At that point, it was too late. Like, no, just make it difficult. I like extra work. That's what I do. I like extra work. That's what it is. We'll go with that excuse.
Right.
I wanted to do a lot more work.
Right. This is my very first time ever working live with a camera over me.
It's weird, right? You get used to it.
Yes,
Though.
it's right.
Biggest trick is not to hit your camera. That's the one. I usually I got a new mount for my webcam for doing these kind of lives, and it's closer than the old one. The old one used to be like halfway down the table, and it was on a tripod. So this one is actually, it mounts to the table. So we'll see how it ends up there.
I got mine hanging off my monitor. This is just a cheap camera that I bought, but I've had it for months, and I haven't hooked it up for. This is the first time I've used it, so I was kind of testing it out in my studio, and I wasn't too happy with the quality, but I guess it'd be all right for tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I don't worry too much about how great my camera is. I bought a $20 camera off Amazon. I wasn't overly concerned. I bought a $5
that's about
mic. Yeah, I bought a $5 mic.
Yeah.
And it works good, and I got it at Five Below, if you can believe it.
Oh, that's nice.
There we go. There's the cover symbol, nice and done. And now for the hard part. Now, I'm going to tell people, ideally, you want to thin your paints before you use them. So, do as I say, not as I do. That's all I got to tell now. Because I am currently not thinning my paint. Now, my brush has a little bit of water on it, but that's about it. If you want it to be in good shape, you need to thin your paints.
I am literally just doing this off the rip of my head, guys, so there's no plan. I'm just going with it.
That's how it works, right? We just kind of have to go with the flow. Paint covers a lot of mistakes.
Painter's caulk.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. I think I am deep enough. Okay.
So a tip if you get these, if you get the like the Vallejo paints or the smaller ones, got this little handy dandy fingernail polish shaker. It was like $8. You get one of the the paint shakers are like $25. This was like $8.
Oh,
Does the same thing. They come with like neoprene sleeves that you can put into it, and fit various size bottles. Yeah.
that is awesome. I've never seen one.
So you got a question?
All right, I'll get my chat up to speed here. Sorry, guys. I got carried away working.
And it's Bobby Walls asking. He loves your brickwork. He likes the Ninja Turtle sewer diorama you did. Would you ever do a Mario Brothers diorama with the brickwork and the question mark blocks?
Yes, I would. That's a great idea. I've honestly never thought to do that.
I mean, it's
We have lots of Mario
market,
toys.
sure. There you go.
Yeah. Thank you, Bobby. Bobby is the winner of our Zartan layer.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he won it last
Thanks,
year.
I appreciate him saying that's cool Cobra base. I appreciate that. This is all 3D printed hodgepodge. As I like to call it, Frankenstein. If it's not Frankenstein, it's probably not me doing it. On your dioramas, like draw them out before you do them, or you just kind of go for it?
The only one that I really plotted out was the Zartan swamp lair, and all the rest I just winged it with the Thundercat one and the turtle one. I like to just go with something and then, see what it evolves into. And even the Zartan swamp layer, you're going to see on that last video, there was a lot of add-ons and stuff that just came to me as I was building.
Yeah. Yeah. I kind of do both. I do this pre-planning stage where I kind of have what I want in my head for that diorama.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of put it down. I've been using I do basically like a big old picture collage where I put everything together like it's in a big picture.
Right.
If I draw it, no one can actually see it, and I can't even really, my ability to draw is severely deterred because of my nerve damage in my hands. So.
Oh. Yeah, that can be a pain in the butt, I'm sure. Pink Panther looks like graffiti on the wall. Yeah. That Pink Panther would be painted up soon.
Yeah, that's usually what I use for the bottom side, so that way I don't have to add those extra layers of paint.
Yeah. I'm using a 2-inch foam just because I wanted to recess some things like this window up here and stuff.
Yeah. And break out my magnifier. Apparently I can't see for nothing. Ridiculous. Oy. My line work is kind of deteriorating already. Before it completely erodes, I probably should do this. Happy, I am currently working on a monitor. He is currently working on a brick lattice work for a dungeon. This is my snow diorama. Yep, just paint him. You know you will. You can just paint that Chester Cheetah to be a Pink Panther pretty easily.
Oh, yeah.
Or you could just do a Mythic Legions feline, make him Pink Panther. And it would be, big old buff Pink Panther.
Yeah. Yeah, I use hangers all the time, Rad Toys. I like to sand the hanger and get the protective, there's like a protective coating on there, only because after you go to paint the hanger, it'll take the paint a lot better. But in this instance, we are making bars, window bars with it.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
Thank you.
Of course, finding, metal hangers gets harder and harder as the years go by. I guess I don't do enough dry cleaning.
I clean out houses a lot for this company I work for sometimes, and we get all kinds of hangers, and I get all kinds of free stuff, appliances, you name it, and most of the stuff I just give away to people that need it. because I can't keep
There
it
you
in
go.
my house.
Yeah. Not with the size of your dioramas. You can't keep it in your house.
Right. Oh, the tricky part is making sure I get no foam in my coffee. I have to check it every time.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. That doesn't taste good. It's good.
Speaking of,
It's bad enough when you're
I have,
burning it. You have to smell it.
let me order another coffee while I'm at
You don't want to take the chance that there's an accidental pollution in there.
and it's on the way.
Nice.
Hopefully.
Thank you, Happy. I'm glad my base is looking good. I was trying to get it a certain way. Ooh, man, that's not bronze. I don't know what happened there.
Thank you, Rad Toys. Yeah, I try to 3D effect anything.
Okay, well, that doesn't look anything like the other part, but whatever works. Whatever works. The only thing bad is when you have to, wait for stuff to dry before you can actually paint the other side of it.
Oh, I hate that. Yes. I'm constantly waiting for wood glue to dry also. All the time.
Yeah. Making me crazy. Oh. That didn't sound good. Not over there breaking stuff, are you?
Rad Toys wants to know if the Cobra base is 1/18 scale.
No, this is 1/12 scale. If it was 1/18 scale, it'd be a lot easier to do this. I would have preferred doing that. The original file was 1/18 scale, and then I modified it significantly to get it to 1/12. It wasn't just this, I wish it was just a simple scale adjustment, but it wasn't. There was a lot of cutting and a lot of cursing and a lot of remolding pieces.
Let me ask you, Payne. Are you into the 3 3/4 GI Joe collection?
I have some moderns. It was my favorite childhood toy, but it's I moved on from that scale. I still buy some occasionally, like the Skeletrons. I've got some Skeletrons coming in this next week, and then I'll probably get a few Delta 17s. To support Ken. But 1/18 for me is just it's great for world building, and if you want to do those big massive kind of world diorama kind of things. But I'd like to try to keep mine to one scale so I don't have to fight more than one time over how many toys I have.
Right. Did I hear you right? I was watching you on a stream one time, and you were talking about a GI Joe whale that you may have been looking for, or did I hear that correct?
The whale was one of those vehicles that I never got as a kid. It would be one of the few that I would actually want to get at some point.
Okay, so I did hear that right.
Yep. It's one of the few that I've never owned and that I would want. So it's a matter of just getting one at some point. Yeah.
Yes.
But
I don't know if you've heard, but I am the whale restoration guy. I've been doing that for years. I almost turned it into a hobby where I just was restoring whales for a while.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I could make something happen for you.
Well, I got a couple people looking for one. I was like, come on, guys. I'm not in a hurry. That's just it. I'll wait and I'll wait. I'll be patient. I have other irons in the fire currently. As if you hadn't noticed. I'm sitting there doing one currently. So, But yeah, no, it's one of those cool play sets that, I didn't really get as a child and I kind of always wanted.
Yeah. Thank you, Rad Toys. I appreciate the sub.
I would agree, Rad Toys. World building with classified does require a lot of space. With my Mythic Legions and Cosmic Legions, yeah, there's a growing concern of my shelf space, especially with vehicles. But I mean, it's really no different than having, like, say, 3 Millennium Falcons or 2 or 3. Large scale ships from whatever brand, or warthogs from 3 3/4 inch Halo fig. All right, I'm gonna go grab a blue. So I will let you entertain them momentarily. I will be right back. I'm going to get my other.
Right. Yes, sir. Oh, goodness. Well, I bought this thinking it was on a swivel, but not so much luck. It's really tight. It's like a locking pin. I didn't realize that. But I've had this sitting around for years, so no big loss. I do like this. I'm planning on probably like inserting this in certain areas, so I can attach chains, and these are like the anchors that you would see in like a dungeon wall. So I thought that'd be a cool little extra effect. But I only have 2 of them, so we're gonna have to come up with a different idea because I wanted more than 2. Yeah, this is like a locking pin that you would pick up at the hardware store. But man, once it gets anchored into some foam, pretty cool. Let's see. Have some.
Oh, I'm back. All right.
Oh, Bobby, you're tempted to get some sailboats, huh? And make you a USS Flag. That would be awesome. Bobby Wald is also a big diorama builder. He does a lot of cool stuff, custom vehicles, things like that.
Oh, nice.
Yes, very creative people. Very creative community. Oh,
Happy is making a food or a movie recommendation for Lisa Frankenstein. Dark comedy. If you like comedies and dark comedies and zombies. Okay.
absolutely. I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah. Finally got the blue I think I need. I'm not sure though. Won't know until I put it on. And no, that's not too light. No, 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 no. All right.
All right.
One then. I grabbed a couple of the blues that I was looking for, so it's like, all right. Yeah, maybe this is it. That's not it.
Well, I need to make a door, and I'm just going to use Snow Job as a template.
There you go. Hey.
About that tall.
Well, I mean, as long as you're not using Sarge as a template, you're fine. He's a bit tall.
True that.
So, what are the lines that you are collecting right now?
Of course, G.I. Joe. I've gotten into the Revelations here lately, and what's the other one I'm big on to? The oh, the Jada Street Fighter. I'm really into that here lately.
Oh, okay. Yeah, those are great figs. I have the Chun Li and I have Ryu and Evil Ryu. So
Oh yes, I need to get the Evil Ryu. I still need Fei Long too.
yeah, there's gonna be a bunch of repaints because they're gonna be doing the alternate player one. And I was like, I think I'll just wait on those until they come out with something new. I'll get the new figures. I don't need the 12 different colored versions of the same figure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not big on that. There's some people that'll buy them all, I'm sure. Always is.
Yep.
I'll just save my money and get the figures that I want. But the M. Bison looks great and the Dalsim looks great. So those are all going to be definite buys. The Blanca is the only one that I kind of got to. I don't know if it's just an angle thing. Maybe it'll look better when I see it in person. That's going to be one of those wait and see how it looks.
Yeah.
Because sometimes with early prototypes, they don't really reveal exactly what it's going to look like finalized. Later, Happy. All right, man. Thanks, Terry. Appreciate you, man. Doing the hard work, listening
Thanks
to
for
all that
popping.
music. Make you sleepy, I'm sure. 3:30 in the morning is a bit late for me too. I feel you.
Yes.
Everybody decides to make fun of me because I'm like in bed before like 9. Like, I have my late nights on Fridays and Saturdays, and that's pretty much all I'm doing.
Yeah.
I got some sprueling I missed. Oh, no, I brought it over here. Yeah.
Going to try to keep some gaps in this door so I can maybe push some light through it eventually.
So, are you giving it room for the? Are you gonna use wood to the interior of it, or are you just gonna keep it brick?
This is just going to be a wood door that'll probably open up on some hinges, and it'll pass through, and then you know, the brick lay on here. This will probably be the area where someone is chained up at.
Gotcha.
I can only imagine what Thanos Copter would do with the chains on the walls and everything.
Probably would be some entertaining stuff.
It always is. There it goes. Sorry about that.
No,
Awful
you're
noises
good.
coming from everywhere.
Could be worse. Uh-oh. Snapping the wood.
Okay. One more to go.
There you go.
This one's gonna have to be cut on my thigh.
Oh, man. Those are always fun.
Ugh.
Nothing bad can happen with that one, right?
That was a tough one.
Run out of this gunmetal for too long. For anyone wondering, the music that's playing is actually my son-in-law's.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know what the stipulations are of playing music on lives. I assume it's the same as the copyright stuff and whatnot, right?
Yeah, StreamYard has stuff in it that's copyright free, but his, my son-in-law's, what are they going to do, sue me? He'll
Yeah.
appreciate putting it out there. So, and he knows I use it. I told him. He's like, oh, I appreciate that. So I just make sure that I put his little thing down there that says,
Nice.
where you can get it at Spotify and iTunes. It's 4 songs. So
Nice. gonna have to glue that a different way.
You want us to turn the music up just a touch? I probably can. Give me a second. Just a scotch. Good, too loud? Let me know in the comments. The irony is that I am a metalhead, so you know.
Same here.
But I do like jazz, and I do like, you know, I like other music genres. I like classical.
Same here.
Well, the majority of my stuff is alternative rock, beat rock.
Yeah, I love tons of music. I get bored of some music sometimes, and then I'll switch over to something else.
Little variety is not a bad thing.
Yeah. I'm going to temporarily mute myself because this next part is going to be loud.
Okay, dokie. I think I can manage to entertain people, maybe. It's always when I managed to do this every Friday. I hope for the last year. I think I can manage it. Not quite a year. It'll be a year next month, but yeah. I think I can manage to be entertaining, maybe. Who knows? Got a whopping 235 following me, so. All right. So, this is my display screen that goes in the back side of my. Wrong direction. Beautiful. All right. Oh. Yes. We'll be playing the part of Darth Vader momentarily. So you will hear me in my mask. Yay! Mask time. Trying not to kill myself. That would be good. I'm about to burn through some foam. In case anyone is curious.
And I'm back.
This is the color I got. This cheap, cool top. Wasn't very much. It was like $18.
Right.
But, figure out. So,
So, do you multitask projects, or do you like to just work one at a time?
a little bit of both. Depends on what I'm doing on one. Sometimes I will start doing like the prep stuff where I'll get like the 3D printed parts of it that I want to get started on. I'll get them started and then move on from that. By the way, folks, if you get a foam cutter, you're going to have to get a mask. You do not want to inhale. Promise you, you don't want to inhale the fume at all. Not good for you. There are some people
And the
in the
coffee
community
is
who
back.
have lung damage to themselves from not wearing masks.
Now, is there a certain type of mask you need? Because I know that it produces.
I've got this one that's got these interchangeable filters, and so far I haven't had issues with it. It was a little bit more, but it wasn't like a ridiculous price, thankfully. But these pop off, and you can replace the filter packs on the inside of them. You just need something that's got enough of a filter.
Oh yeah. Okay, I do have one of those. I use it for when I do tub refinishes.
Yeah, similar thing. You just don't want to inhale that
Nice.
foam if you're burning it, because that shit's like, cancer producing kind of thing.
Oh, I'm sure I've sucked in some fumes already.
You know what? We all have, and that's why I got the mask, because I was like, I need to start being smart.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna remember that next time. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna do like Payne said.
I'm gonna
Put
be
the
hot
mask
foaming
on.
it. I need to wear my mask. I'd like to be able to breathe when I'm 90.
Right. I need to get one of those hot foam cutters that you can run the nice straight cuts through and stuff. I still have not yet gotten one of those.
The bench
I know
type,
that's pretty crazy.
They're good. They're nice. I have one. It's in the garage. I bring it out when I need straight lines, but right now I don't need straight lines because it's rocks. But it's great for making like weird cuts if you really want to do it in a way, because that way the line stays tight and you can make like nice curved cuts and stuff like that.
You ever seen these little mini hinges?
Oh yeah,
it's
nice.
Kind of hard to see. Yeah. This is what I used on the turtle diorama door. It seemed to work.
Oh, nice. So this is the foam clay. Pop this out.
Oh, yes. Yes, I've been waiting to see this.
Giving you a little... It's really fun to play with. I know that sounds strange, but it is. Because it's shapeable. And it's like it has this like weird like taffy consistency.
Mm-hmm.
But it's, moldable, it's shapeable, you can put it down, stretch it. And it dries, you can sand, you can cut it. And it's almost like an adhesive feeling to it. Once it's down, sticking to things.
Pretty easy to work with it.
Oh yeah, it's completely shapeable. You can do anything you want with it. You just have to wait for it to solidify a little bit. And it adheres to itself, so you can just pick up another piece and connect it to the last one, and it'll keep going. It smooths out. You can smooth it completely down. I really enjoyed playing. This is what cosplayers use to fit in between their stuff. So I'm just like, okay, well, it works. Looks good. Don't mind it. So in the middle of my dio is not a part of the dio that I actually did. This is actually part of a diorama from I think it's Superman versus like Bat Doomsday. Character's name.
Okay.
Drawing currently, but I decided to incorporate it because I liked the way it looked. And since I'm kind of going over where I did some plaster, I figured I might as well put it in there. Because I had that piece in here that looked very similar to it, and I was like, you know what? I can just use this instead. And just use the foam clay to come up to it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
What's up, Carol? Random, I need to know if you've ever used foam clay, because this stuff is fantastic. I mean, it's like putty.
I have never used that.
Yeah, we have another diorama person in the chat right now, which is Random Diorama. If you've ever watched his streams,
I do. I picked up a lot of tips from him. That he has a lot of equipment and stuff that I want to get, and yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, his straight lines are definitely impressive. After even
Yes.
having the table thing, I still can't do a straight line to save my life most of the time. I fight with that machine all the time. He just pushes it through and it's fine. I'm just like, this is not fun. Miss Carol is here. How are you doing, Carol? And Carol is Oz's sister, in case you were curious.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Okay, I see Carol all the time. She always says, "Hey."
Yeah, it's Oz's sister. I don't want her to be known as Oz's sister overall, but but it is who it is. She's amazing. She's good people's.
Yes.
The foam clay is amazing, Random. I'm just telling you, it's a game changer. Telling you. So like when I'm putting these trees in, so because this base that they came with, I bought the trees, sight unseen, kind of guessed at heights and whether or not they would work. And they, scale wise, they're not bad. They're about what I would want. But when I was putting them, when I was measuring them to get them I measured the height of the actual tree itself. I didn't measure the height of the base. So when I bought 1-inch foam, and the bases are 1.5 inch on the trees, so now I have to fill in that extra, half inch, and this foam clay is doing a very handy, easy job of doing that, and it makes it to where the trees, actually into the diorama, and I don't have to worry about it popping out. Once this hardens, it's hardened like, it hardens pretty well, but it's not like stiff hard. It's it's soft where it's like a glue. It's like an adhesive.
Yeah.
So, but it allows me to put the trees in there, and I can make it to where they're look like they have like snow going up in them.
Nice. No clue where my heat gun is.
Mine's somewhere in the garage. That's like say where mine's at. It's in the garage. Great. I have no idea where.
I got it. Just gonna hit mute one more time and see if I can get this glue to dry.
Go to town with the heat gun. Random, are you going on later or soon? Everyone take it soon, later. Random usually does a stream about 10 o'clock on Fridays.
Yes, I was on the last Friday I was in there.
Oh, I did not. I did. Thankfully, that goes back together. Not a big deal. Good. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Well, that didn't quite work out how I wanted it to. When does it though?
Yeah. Roll with it.
Oh yeah. I'll do some troubleshooting.
You just gotta roll with it sometimes.
All right.
The best thing I like about this foam clay is it doesn't show my fingerprints.
Oh yeah. That's awesome. You just work it in there, huh?
Yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah, when I bought it, my wife decided that she wanted some of it to play with, and she was like, "Yeah, you're gonna need to buy some more."
Well, that's a good excuse to make another purchase of some more.
Exactly. This time I just bought a bigger container. Like, yeah, just buy the bigger.
Yeah, random's getting all set up.
All right. areas.
What's up, Black Phoenix?
What's up, Alex? All right, man. Yep, I'm gonna have to glue that back in. Yeah. I put it. Ooh, there. Yeah. What's up, Kenzo?
Hey, Kenzo.
Hey.
Thank you, Kenzo. We're working hard.
Trying anyway, right? Making an effort for that. Normally, I'm more verbose than we currently are, but you know what? I'm busy in the middle of this. You're busy in the middle of that. This is what
So,
therapy is
yeah,
all about.
sorry, I'm in a trance trying to make these hinges work.
Oh yeah, I have to figure out. I got to get some small snaps because I want to do some custom fur
Hmm.
for a couple of figures, and so that's another of those. It's not what
We're gonna
I
try old school style, and I'm just gonna burn my finger with the glue gun.
want. That is way too much. So I can get that off.
Ow! 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 Nice.
Yeah, maybe.
I find that my biggest problem when doing dioramas and working with small parts like these is my fat finger syndrome. Can't get around it.
I have thin fingers, but it's you still there's I don't think there's ever a small enough finger, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
We never quite find that perfect balance of what we need versus what we got.
Yep. Yep. There she. Nice. Yeah, random. Oh man, am I blind as a bat too? Yeah, I think it's gotten worse over the past couple years.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad you're not back an attorney yet. That is a
I seen the problem.
That is a massive.
Seen the problems people had with delivery. Yeah.
I worry less about the delivery. I worry more about where the hell I would put it. That is a real estate eater.
For sure.
I thought the bear was bad for Mythic Legions. Nah, doesn't hold a candle.
All right. Let's see here. There she is. Fix some cracks. See if I can get this to set up in here.
That's always the fun part, right?
Mm-hmm. It's hard making a hinged door sturdy enough that it operates without breaking, and it's always the chore.
Mhm.
Now, Payne, how long does that stuff take to set up?
It's a 24 to 48 hour cure. So once you put it on, you pretty much have to wait.
Okay.
But you know, this was put on the other day. I just started on that just so I have some reference points. See if I was gonna like to do it for tonight. But it takes about 48 hours to fully cure. Once it's cured, it's not going anywhere. It's got a nice kind of adhesive feel to it.
Yeah.
But not so much that it's gonna be, too sticky to work with like a lot of the epoxy putties or I'm not sure how well it would sculpt if you were doing finely detailed sculpting, but it's supposed to be carvable. So I haven't tried carving on it yet, but that'll be my next play time with it. Do some carving with it.
Nice.
But I made a lot of good progress, so I'm good with where I'm at.
Yeah.
I gotta have my stand down, so I have my character placement mapped out now. That's a big part. Because I want to make sure that I have 20 figures in this. Otherwise, it just looks less full. I want it to look like a active thing, not a passive thing.
Yeah. Right.
So yeah, I showed this off last night. This was a custom for somebody in our group of folks.
Oh wow, that is awesome.
The head is from a McFarlane, and I used epoxy to fill in the gap. So it fits snugly on there, rotates nicely. And then I'm going to start carving pieces out of this, and I've got a bunch of these little accessories that are, so he's basically going to be overkill. Which is like the Bat Commander. But it's a custom that I'm doing for somebody.
Right. Is that head? Was that head glowing, or was that just the light?
Yeah. No, this.
That is awesome.
I carved out the eyeballs and this thing. This is the scientist from Fortnite. This is the basic buck. And it already did that. I just cut off the piece. I didn't have to add the LED to it, thankfully.
That is awesome. I just got my first action figure that had a built-in LED in the head, and it was the Predator laser eyed. And I didn't know that thing's been out for like 4 years. I was like, wow.
Would not shock me.
Yeah, I thought it was new. And
you know what? It could be a reissue. NECA does that too, where they just reissue the figure. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my wife grabbed it for Valentine's Day.
My wife got me 4 spools of glow-in-the-dark filament, and then a box of silk filament, which I'll have to figure out how to print. I've never done that before, so got to check temperatures and all that other stuff to make sure that I don't cause issues. I'm kind of at a stuck point now. I've got everything done that I need to get done, and everything else is now I just have to wait.
Nice. Yeah, I get on those stuck. I get stuck where I'm waiting for stuff to dry or whatnot, and that's why I always have I'll have multiple things going, at one time, and because I only get so much free time, so I have to utilize it.
So it's all about maximizing that time that you do get.
Yes. Yeah.
That's good. I like the half round barred window. That looks great.
Thank you. Yeah, I just I knew when I started I wanted a window, and then I was like, oh, I need a door, and I got these little loop things that I picked up from the hardware store years back. I figured they'd be nice to peg in and have some chains, attached to somebody.
Yeah.
There's always like an anchored loop that you see in a dungeon, and they're always trying to break that free.
Well, I am currently at a stopping point because I don't have anything else that I can do until stuff dries. At least with the dio, anyway.
Okay.
But I know you're still going to keep going. But I
yeah. I didn't know. I didn't know how long.
Yeah, we've been going for 2 hours. 2:15.
Oh wow! See, hey.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
That's how that works.
Time flies by when you're having fun.
Exactly. When you're paying attention.
So I'm sure.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
There
you
was
guys
one that I
can
did
imagine.
4 hours before I realized that it was 4 hours, and I was like, no, can't do that again. So.
Yeah.
But I will have to have you back on when we do a regular one, so that we can talk about your toy
awesome.
collection. we'll do that.
Yes, and I would love to join you. Hit me up anytime. I would come on with you anytime because this is what I'm always doing. And I was just about to say, you people watching, I'm sure you can imagine like how many hours me and Payne actually do spend on these projects and stuff. And it's a fun hobby.
It starts small, right? You start off, you have this small idea, and then 3 weeks later, your kitchen table looks like mine, where everything is just strewn across it, and your wife's like, "When are you ever gonna get that done?" I don't know. I'll get it done when I get it done. Make it done
Yours
fast.
too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else you want me to do? I'm trying. I can't make it get done faster. I can't make stuff dry faster. Can sort of, but it's not going to
Right.
get fast.
Right. And then, we get ideas.
Yeah.
We get ideas and we just have to run with them.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay on track with just the one at a time, because otherwise, I can do bits and pieces of the next one, like the Dreadnoks house that I'm working on. It's in my head. I've kind of started working with the balsa wood, kind of getting out measurements, and I know what I'm going to do with it. I've got a door for it that I bought, and then I got 2 windows that I got. So I have that all in my head where it's going. That's the trick, is transferring it from my head to doing it with my hand, which sometimes I'm not as, doing that process from the head to the hand, sometimes it's not as good as I would like it. The figures, they, when I do a custom figure, they be a little more, on point. It's just when I do the dios that I can fudge a little more. So I think there's some times where I should pay a little better attention, but I don't. And some of that is just some of that is it's forgiving. It's more forgiving than the figure is, because I screw up the figure. The figure's screwed up. There's not a whole lot of going back on that. But if dio, I can kind of navigate forward and do something a little bit. I can fix a blemish a lot easier, or cover one up a lot easier, whichever one happens first. What's up, Kiwi? You got here just in time for us to say goodbye, but I hope you'll check out the replay, because we had some fun. We were doing some dio work. You got to see, fantastic use of the hanger. And I got to play with foam clay, and you got to see how that worked.
Yeah.
So it was a good night. We had fun. But,
yes. Yeah. All kinds of. Did a little woodwork.
Tell everybody where they can find you and when they can find you and what you got going on next.
Oh, absolutely. You guys can find me at Aaron Instagram. All you have to do is type that in and I'll pop right up. And I have some huge projects coming up this summer. One of them is going to be a 1/12 scale mothership that we will start this summer in my garage. So that's probably my biggest project that will be going on this year. And plenty more. There's going to be plenty more surrounding that.
Nice. And you do lives what, Tuesday night? Usually?
I do lives Tuesday night, and we do trivia and open up toys and all kinds of stuff like that. I really don't do any new toy news or anything like that, because everyone else does such a great job at that already. Like,
okay. Well, I will be hosting the clubhouse / playhouse tomorrow, at least for the first couple hours. I don't know if Ed is going to take over at midnight or not, but I'm not staying up past midnight because I'm an old man and I need my sleep. And I have an autistic child that if I don't get my sleep, I might kill him. So I say that jokingly, folks. I got to get my sleep because that way I need my temper to be able to be managed. So, other than that, we will see Aaron again at some point soon, and we'll do a regular toy therapy with him rather than the expressive kind. Everybody, have a good weekend. Uh-oh. Lost its power. That happens. That's not good, though. Hopefully it comes back. I will see you tomorrow night. And if you are watching the replay, thank you so much for taking the time out of your weekday, weekend, whatever it takes, because this is 2 hours and 20 minutes of your life. And I appreciate you checking it out. With that, everyone, I will say, if you can be anything, be kind. One last question. Hopefully, everybody, where to go? In the chat has something that they found joy in today. Be kind. See y'all later.